Good morning, folks. Looks like there may be a few people here. Tell me if this microphone sounds dreadful. Good morning, Sean. Hi. It's 9 o'clock. Time for me to start doing some streaming. So this is day 2 of our Edinburgh Children's Hospital charity fundraiser. I'm going to mute this audio for you for a second. Yesterday was an awesome day. You can't see it on this page, but we are over £2,500 raised for Edinburgh Children's Hospital charity, which is awesome. Last year we were doing the SavePoint X charity fundraiser for Edinburgh Children's Hospital charity. It's a mouthful to say. You find yourself saying these words strung together more often doing this stream than you ever have in your entire life, and it's easy to get wrong. So yeah, they have this event every year called SavePoint. SavePoint is an organized live stream of video games. The idea is over the course of a weekend, you do 24 hours of gameplay, raising money for charity. We raised about £3,000 before gift aid, which was awesome. We were planning to do it again this year. What we're doing right now is SavePoint bonus level, which is a kind of extracurricular fundraiser that they're doing because summertime is usually a time for fundraisers involving running or climbing or, I don't know, jumping off things. We can't do any of that. Everybody's in lockdown. So a lot of their normal fundraisers have been cancelled. So what they decided to do is this kind of extracurricular, what they're calling SavePoint bonus level, which is cool, because it's something we can all do in our homes. So we thought we would do it. If you've seen our website, cheesethieves.co.uk, and you've read our story, you understand why we have a personal connection to this charity, why it's affected our lives, and why we care about it. It's an interesting cause, because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. We're so lucky to have the NHS. We're so lucky to have children's hospitals. We're so lucky to have the quality of care that we have. Why does this charity need to exist over and above that? And really it's because it's the things outside of the hospital care that they're handling. And it's amazing. And it's things that I have an 11-month-old, and before having a baby, I never would have thought about these things. But obviously our team captain, Colin, his daughter, has been going through leukemia, which is a lot of hospital trips. With a compromised immune system, it means a trip to the hospital every time her temperature runs high. It really means that they can't take any risks. And for a young child, a hospital is a scary place. And right now, it's a terrifying place. Colin's daughter is used to, when she was spending time in the hospital, she had friends there. There were other kids that she got to know, but now, with forced separation, all these things, that's not the way a hospital trip goes. And not to mention the doctors and nurses all wearing full PPE, which thankfully they seem to have. So Edinburgh Children's Hospital charity have done things like organising a video for kids to watch before they go to hospital. So they can see what their trip's going to look like. And if you're a child of a certain age, that's amazing. You can prepare for that trip so it's less frightening. Other things, we've got some stats here. Not stats, we've got some examples. Things like, Edinburgh Children's Hospital charity, you're doing things like studio boxes for kids. So if they're in hospital, they can get a box of art supplies, so they've got something to do with themselves, which is fun. You obviously paying for parents' accommodation. This is another thing I never considered. Say you've got 2 or 3 children, and one of them is taken ill and needs an extended hospital leave. Edinburgh Children's Hospital charity can arrange for you to stay potentially near the hospital, so you can stay there with your other children, so you're right there. It's amazing. And obviously you've got to then entertain your other children as well, which is hard. They slightly grimmer subject, but bereaved families, they can help take care of bereaved families. They can give them prints and photographs and memories and things like that, and even just extend, a hand to them. And then there's families, low-income families. Just because our healthcare is free, just because our hospitals are free, doesn't mean the associated costs are covered. Travel, things like that. So Edinburgh Children's Hospital charity is an amazing cause. It's a strange time to be raising funds for such a local charity at a time where so much is happening in the world. But, COVID-19 has really rammed home how necessary these things are and how terrifying a hospital trip can be. I know that for me, with an 11-month-old, me and my partner have been worried about, what if one of us is taken ill? How can we look after our baby and things like this? It's a scary time, and having a charity like this so close is awesome. But yeah, last year we raised £3,000 for them, a little bit more than that, and we were just blown away by people's generosity, absolutely blown away. And we expected going into this year's smaller event that obviously it's smaller. It's not been that long since people donated to us last time. We expected we wouldn't be able to raise much money, but we are over £2,500 now, and it's incredible. We've still got 2 days to go. That doesn't mean we need people to donate more. I'm not going to be out here clamoring for more donations. Everybody's been incredibly generous as it is. I guess our intention now is just to kind of, put on a little bit of a show, entertain you as best as we can with some video games. So thank you very much. Looking at this donation overview here, I can see the last few donations are from our own team. Obviously some kind of swear. So I played till about 10:30 last night, I think, 11 maybe, and then had to go to bed. They continued to play, and it looks like they were a little bit sweary, but it was after the watershed, as they say, so it's fine. So I'm going to play a game now called Before We Leave. I know very little about this game. The music's quite high right now. I have turned it down. I think maybe in this screen it doesn't affect it. This game I've seen, I think, I forgot to bring the music back. I saw a piece on, I think it was Kotaku or something, that was or Polygon maybe, that was referring to this as being a peaceful game of kind of world exploration. So I think the idea is there's been some kind of cataclysmic post-apocalyptic event, and humanity's reduced to the Stone Age, and we're gonna see what we can do about that. So let's see. Also, this morning I managed to I had to go and free a couple of humanely caught mice this morning, and in doing so I managed to sting my hand on some stinging nettles and get something in my eye, so I'm vaguely compromised this morning. That'll excuse my terrible gameplay. So I'm going to do a tutorial. It's finally time. After so long, your peeps have emerged from their underground shelter and are on the surface again. Hold down the right mouse button to move around your new home, and zoom in and out with the middle mouse button. Oh, let's get your peeps. I hate the word peeps. I hate it. Let's get your peeps settled in by building some roads and huts. All buildings must be placed in existing road, okay. So we've emerged from an underground shelter. That's cool. Kind of Lemmings-esque, but in inverse. Yeah. Transmogrifier, we don't know what that is. Side of roads, we can't use it. We've got a ruined generator, some ancient technology. Cool. Oh, Patrick's unemployed. I'm sure that's top of his priorities. Patrick, Benji, and Yoko. Okay. Construct 3 huts. Construct a short road. Houses, roads, demolish. Well, so these must be roads here. So I guess we've got a kind of branching thing where if I build a road here, it will connect to that. Does a road take up an entire X? find out. Yes, it does. Okay. So this is the kind of ugly thing I wanted to avoid, but I don't see how we could have got around that. Let's build some houses. This is already making me think of... oh, can you move your cam above the charity list? Yes, I could do that, yeah. Give me a second. What's that? Gotta be able to read that. Important. Right, so there's a game called Frostpunk, which is awesome but really depressing. Again, another kind of surviving the apocalypse civilization builder, and everything gets built in a kind of radius around, or a radial approach around the center, because the center is your heat and it's keeping you alive. This is already making me feel like that a little bit. Where do I want to put my houses? Probably somewhere where they're safe from any threat. So I think this area up here. Now, are the houses... Oh, it says construct 3 huts. There we go. We constructed a short road, did we not? Does that not count? I'm assuming this little exclamation mark here is... In a downside to nature healing, we're starting to see rats around here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The downside to buying a very old house, we've got mice. Yep. And good morning, Gareth. Yeah, so the mice situation has kind of reinvigorated my desire for having a cat. But then I realised that we get very little sleep, thanks to having a little baby, and a cat scrapping with mice in the garden, or in the kitchen, wouldn't help us. While the shelter slowly produces food and water, you need more and fast. Oh, more people emerging. We need a well and 2 potato fields. Now, what were these again? Technology. I guess we'll just gather those. We could probably send somebody to repair, but I want to follow the tutorial here. Growing potatoes and supplying water. Well, it makes sense to have the water somewhere near the middle, but maybe not near the transmogrifier, given that we don't know what that does yet. So how about here? And then the potato fields, same logic, let's go somewhere open. The people seem to automatically go and build those, which is nice. Now you need to build a woodcutter to get materials for your buildings. Here's some trees to get the wood fast. Okay, so confusingly named, but a woodcutter, is that actually a device or a person? It seems to be just... Right, so the most trees that I can see are over here. First potato made. Wow. Now if I clear out this space, I'm kind of making myself less well defended. Oh, this is a peaceful game, so I don't know. I think that's a problem. I think I want to put it over here, but I think I want to build a bit more of a road. But this morning, I can only stream for a couple of hours. Basically, this is our daughter's nap time. So, well, she's not asleep yet, but hopefully she will sleep through this. I can only stream for a couple of hours. Sadly, I did about 8 last year. It was fantastic, but can only do a couple this year. So I'm going to play this for a bit. If I get bored, or if you get bored, you should tell me if you get bored. I'll switch over to something like Monster Train or Hades or something. And then I'm going to stream tonight after she goes to sleep for as long as I can. I'm going to play either Hades or maybe Prey or something like that. We want a ship, but we need stone. Now, I don't know a lot about buoyancy or material physics or anything like that, but I don't think stone is the correct thing to build ships out of. I'm guessing it's more about tools. cut down trees and access the stone beneath them. Oh, I think the kind of implication there is that all trees have stone underneath them, which isn't the way I understand trees to work. But I think what they're saying is some of these have stone. Maybe? I don't really want to demolish trees. This sounds like the opposite of peaceful. Or maybe what they're doing here is they're doing a kind of... oops. We'll make life a bit simpler by grouping resources together. So like a tile that has tree also has stone. So like when you see a resource tile, you can use it as a regular resource to get wood, or you can use it as a one-off resource to get stone, maybe? Forest, which makes me think I don't see somewhere that says the resources that I have at the top. Maybe it's this? Forest that you demolish won't grow back. But only do that as much as you need to clear space for building. Use the cutback. Yeah, okay, well that's... Right, I see. Great tools using the transmogrifier. Bit of a cop-out. So it uses wood to make tools. Don't know what you're doing. Oh, so somebody's going to bring wood there, and then it's going to fill it with wood, and it's going to turn it into tools. Okay. And our resources appear to be wood, tools, stone, as we expected. Yeah, so, I don't know if this game is good. I don't know if it's going to be interesting. I was hoping it'd be a bit funny. Last year I played Parkosaurus for a bit, which is pretty funny, so I was hoping this would be vaguely entertaining. If it's not, tell me and I'll switch games. Or if I get bored, I'm going to switch games. So tell me if you're enjoying it too. Oh, that was bright. Speaking of ancient, your peeps need help relearning the ways, but I mean, they understood how to turn that on and make tools, so... Build an explorer's hut to gather items from heaps of ancient... Okay, so we want an explorer's hut probably somewhere over here. I mean, we may as well make it right there. And then the library will make more over here. Saying it looks beautiful, Sean. So I lowered the resolution down to 1080 just so text would be a bit more readable on the stream. I'm not playing it at 1440. I think I'm playing it on the highest settings, and it is a Unity game. Of wood. So yeah, yesterday was fun. Colin played City Skylines for like a working day, and then some Super Hot, which was cool. Super Hot was a lot of fun. I hadn't finished it myself, so he completed it and I got to see the end, which is, I guess, spoilerific. Which is interesting. I kind of have with this kind of game streaming, I always feel like I don't want to play a game with strong narrative, even though that's like my absolute preference for video games. I'm all about narrative. I don't want to play a game with a strong narrative, because if you want to come and watch us to support the charity, I don't want you to get spoiled for a game you want to play. But I guess it's your... As long as you know in advance what you're going into, you can always opt out. And if people are good at keeping the stream title correct, you can tune back in when it's something that you don't care about. But yeah, I always try to just play some random game, and I like going in blind as well. Why don't you look around the island and try building more things for your peeps? I don't know what they want though. Right, so now we're going to learn how to gather stone. So I guess we're going to mine these things, okay. Stone is an important resource and needs to be mined from the mountains and the highlands. I mean, they don't look high. Building a big elevator like this is exactly, again, a Frostpunk thing. Really likes Frostpunk, but it was really depressing. You kind of wanted to save everybody and you never could. Elevator. Doors, hot. Did I miss how to make an elevator? Oh, new research available. Tech tree. That's quarries. Warehouses. Vegetable fields. Oh, I see. The green made it look like I'd already done that one. So we're going to research that. I quite like that you can see above the buildings what they're doing. Whee! It's a very small planet, really. Okay, so we can build an elevator now. I think we're going to build it here. But I have to build the road first. I guess it makes sense, but it's kind of frustrating. Oops, built that in the wrong spot. I don't think it's going to make any difference, but I kind of wish it was there. Over there. Never mind. That. Is this meant to be Earth or is it another planet? Well, I mean, it can't be Earth, right? Because it's round. We all know the Earth is flat. There's not a lot of action in this game. I kind of feel like it's going to be really simplistic as well. So yesterday in City Skylines, Colin managed to build his water gathering building, I don't know what it was, next to his sewage building, and made a nice little loop of giving all of his citizens poop water to drink, and made them all sick. Pretty great. I don't think I'll have that problem in this game. Oh, and then I read the tooltip about pollution. Cool. Wait, is that a mountain? That's kind of fun. So skyscrapers or mountains. Love it. Quarry. Probably the best place to put it is there, right? Because then it's in the middle of, or there is, or only one per? They're all getting highlighted. So if I go road, and then I build the quarry there. Should quarry all three of those. seems to be some kind of walker thing, but why would it be on up here? I don't know. Nice and calm for breakfast, Sean. Last year I played the Void Bastards first thing, and that was kind of fun. I played Park. Yeah, I played Void Bastards for a while and then switched to Parkosaurus, I think. And that wasn't a very calm game for breakfast. Somebody told me it was really scary. I thought it was kind of fun and cartoony, but somebody told me it was pretty scary. Or time speed. Why isn't that getting built? Just because I didn't have a worker? There. First stone made. Nice. So we're going to repair the ship. In these games, it always kind of amuses me that the way you make more people is just to have more houses. You're an idiot. I should have built a road up there. Can I demolish that house? Can I cancel it? Oh. No, it got built. I mean, this is only the tutorial, I guess. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go... Are accumulating a lot of stuff. Let's research and build a warehouse. Yeah, okay. That mean we've already finished research and repair. Okay, weird. Yes, our baby's made. I don't really know what to say about that, Sean. Yes, I guess you need houses. I meant more the implication that if you don't have houses for them, that your population never expands because what, people just die in the cold? I mean, I guess. Waiting for tools. Ah. Forgot about tools. Oh, I guess that's like a tweakable thing. Now, does my mic need to be up, Sean, or is it that I keep turning my head away from it? Zoom out so the music goes down. Keep turning the music down. I've got a desktop mic, and the problem is whenever I'm talking to you I'm kind of looking over here, so I keep turning away from it. Maybe move it a little bit. Last year's setup where I had an actual mic on a pole was amazing. Yeah, I think it's been interesting this year because obviously with lockdown people can't get the hardware they need, and with everybody working from home, things like webcams and microphones have been absolutely scarce. Last year I had 2 microphones, so when I switched, I could switch 2 webcams, so I could switch, but you cannot get them for love or money. See, I fear this game's got lots of tweakables like this, but not a lot of stuff to do while you're waiting for things. So we want it to store, I guess potatoes? Oh, I see, there's more resources in the future. At the moment, we only need it to store. We haven't got any water. Time to find some iron in the Highlands, yeah, okay. But can we... keep getting halfway through my thoughts and then I see the answer right here in the game. Last year one of my friends was watching me play Void Bastards doing this charity event, and they were much better at reading the tooltips on the stream than I actually was playing the game. So I kept missing things that the game was telling me to do, and I'd be wondering out aloud how to do it, and he'd be in my chat saying, "Oh, you just do it this way." I'd be like, "How do you know?" I read it on the tooltip on the loading screen that you should have been reading. Hard looking at the chat and... Right, research that. Oh, actually. It's doing a pollute again, so I guess we'll keep it away from the houses. Again, see, if I had known that, I guess I would have built it. Nah, it's fine. You can kind of optimize these things a bit if you know in advance how it works. I guess that's probably the game. It's kind of cool looking. I'm not sold on this by any means. We'll give it a little bit longer. So that needs tools. How are we doing for tools? We've only got one. Let's build some more tools. Peeps are getting hungry. Do we need to build more potatoes? Interesting, they don't need to be... Oh no, they do. They're all attached to roads. Can't build either of these because I don't have enough tools. Build more potatoes. Yeah, I will build more potatoes. There's a lot of sitting and waiting in this game. I don't even know if I was waiting for anything there, because... Just build these up here. Looking these two fields, that and the library, really place to put it. Bridge school gardening. Oh, okay, won't let me research because of the tutorial. Painful. I could build another wood gatherer up here. Where are you going, mate? Oh, he's the research man. Like the peep. I mean, he looks alright. I said he, I didn't even check. That's ridiculous. Okay, this looks like a good spot. We'll build a road up this way. And then we'll build some... Oh, we can't. Research garden. We could prepare this boat. Can I just skip ahead? No, the tutorial won't let me. Let's... How are you this morning, Nick? Fitness boxing before I went live. Wow, ambitious. How are your arms? Powerful. So Nick's been playing fitness boxing on the Switch to keep himself limber and in shape during lockdown. A noble effort, I guess. You all exclamation marky, waiting for research. I can hear my baby crying. Hopefully all is well. Probably because it's nap time. Baby doesn't like naps. Not enough workers. Maybe I need to grow some more houses. See if we can plant any down here. We guess we need to really want to build one there. I want to build a road, I think. That's still repairing. It doesn't really look like they're progressing all that well, does it? Snacks. I bought snacks for doing the stream and then ate them all yesterday because lockdown. Waiting for. Okay, I think we're going to look at another island. How does that work? Oh, we actually moved this one. Yeah, we'll see if we can. Whoa. That was terrifying. Okay, so we want to be on the green, is what you're saying. I don't like that sound. I don't really like what they're doing there. Okay. I bet we're going to repair that with wood, aren't we? So this is kind of cool. We've got a pretty good taste of this game. I think I might stop for a bit and play something different. What do you think? Okay. Take your overwhelming lack of answers as a yes. Play something different. I just did. So we're gonna try Monster Train.
Hell, our home, frozen with.
Skip the introduction video, trying to get focus so that we can capture knobs. I'm going to try and get you that intro tutorial. Give me a second. Maybe not tutorial. Maybe that's not the right word.
Hell, our home. Frozen when heaven extinguished the pyre. But one spark is enough to reignite a revolution. The Bone Shaker, our train, travels the rail connecting our two worlds. The last surviving remains of the pyre drives the heart of our engine. The gilded wing will stop at nothing to destroy it. But the champions of hell will defend what's ours. Because if we don't,
The love of visual.
there will be nothing left to defend.
Back. Here we go. Okay. So this game is a deck builder. So I was recommended it because apparently it is very like called Play the Spire, which I liked a lot. My understanding is, or the general way a deck builder works is, you have a deck of cards. Those cards are spells or powers or creatures or whatever. You have a finite number of them. You put them all into play to do their ability. You run out of cards, then you draw more from the deck on your next turn. The main gameplay loop is finding new cards to add to that pile and managing that pile so that you have a kind of predictability there. Let's see. Rain is proud, blah blah blah. Okay, we've got health, that's the center of our train, I guess. Money we can spend, the number of cards that we have. So here we go. We've got 15 cards in our deck. That's a creature. They're calling them champions, I think. No, that's the type. But it's a creature. These are health cards, these are direct damage cards. We can assume from looking at a creature here, the basic creature, it'll have a casting cost, 1. It'll have a number of health, 8, and it'll have an attack power of 5. Although I'm not seeing armor. Okay, we'll find out. It'll tell us. Tell me if this is too loud. It looks like it's way too loud. In fact, I'm going to assume it is too loud. So they've done the thing of like we're the baddies, or from a fantasy trope perspective, we're citizens of hell, we're baddies, and we're going to fight against these angelic people. This guy's got a rather snazzy kind of suit tie combo going on. These disciples have dedicated themselves to the purpose of heaven and will attempt to restore the life of companions. Is your player dictated? Okay. So they fight their way up. I guess that's how they go up between level. So I get one chance. So So this is basically a deck builder meets a tower defense game, I think. If I put creatures here and fight them here, if I don't kill them this turn, they'll go up to the next level. Interesting. You can play each card unit once per turn. Sure. So I still feel like, alright, okay, so this is the amount of Ember we have. These things all have a casting cost. We can cast 3 things. I don't know what that is. This, oh, that's healing, I guess, and that's attack. Still don't know what the armor thing is. If we're saying he's doing 6 times 2 damage, that'd be 12 against 25, so he can't kill him this turn. That'd be 17, still can't kill him this turn, so they're going up. I could deal 2 damage. I wonder if I can deal 2 damage to this person. The first thing we're going to do is a free card, right? Now, can we bring them up to the next level? Yes. Ooh. I want to see if I can just hit this guy for 2, because he appears to only have 1 health. Right, that's nice, it shows you the damage it'll do. But that healer's now gone, that's good. Should we put another creature here? Or should we put a creature up here, get him next turn? I feel like let's just do what they probably want us to do. Now, position seems to matter. So let's see what happens if we put him there. Again, I'm saying him. And let's do some damage. Now we can't do anything else. Red to show us that. So let's end the turn. I wonder why this creature attacks first. I wonder if they always attack first, or if there's some kind of initiative order thing. Okay, so let's see. 6 health here. Most direct damage we can do is 4 plus 5. So I think it's important to try and kill this one. So do that. And then we do in the turn. So hopefully, if I'm right, this person will die. This person will take 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage. And now this person will go down to 4. They always attack first. And we've got a little bit of respite here, do we? Nothing here. So there's 5 damage here against 8, so we need another friend. And I don't know if it's smarter to put reading one brings health at the end of the turn as well. 2 pips. 2 pips. So do we want to heal? Ability will mean that combat continues for a meter three. Okay, so that we've got now a cycle here, and then it'll go up. Okay, so we can't. This creature has got 2 pips, so we can't add this creature to this. We can't add this creature to this, so we'd be adding a creature to there. I think it's too early to think about that, so let's burn these. We should burn a dark first. And we've got 1 left we can do, and we'll heal somebody if they need it. was slightly distracted there. And what I'm not sure about was whether that did multiple. So the relentless ability was that combat was going to continue until one of us won. And I'm not sure if what that was saying is we were going to continue having turns. Yeah, no, I think it meant as soon as I ended my turn, they were going to fight until one or the other. So I guess that wouldn't. If he had beaten me there and gone up a floor, that would have then stopped, and I would have got a turn again, I think. Interesting. Nick, what do you think of this? So here I'm getting to pick a card to add to my deck. And I can see the deck now, which is nice. I think I like the idea of armor. Morning, David. How are you today? No, there's an interesting one. So, this imp is a creature, but also applies an effect to my other creatures, so that's good. And also is 1 pip, which is good because as we saw in that one, the rest of them were 2 and we had an uneven number. So I think this is... Now, these cards are green. These greener spells. 5 damage to front enemy and draw +1. Good. Deal 3 damage, move the unit to the front. That's interesting. 3 damage for free is fantastic, and then moving to the front, that means they're the first ones that get hit. Restoration Detonation. Draw 10 health to a friendly unit, deal damage to front enemy. What? Oh, so that's interesting. I was going to say 50 damage kills anything, right? So that's an instant kill. But I think what it's actually saying there is you're restoring a number of health, but that doesn't mean that will be the amount healed. The amount healed will be the actual health that they gain. So in that fight, I think the most I was damaged was 4. So if I had used this spell, it would have been 4, and then 5 times 4 for 20 damage. That's still pretty brutal, but it is also kind of situational. I like having draw for free. 5 damage to them is a guaranteed 5 for free, and then I get an extra one. Extra card next turn, which is useful. I think Nick's gone, so we're not going to get an opinion. And David, it's too early for you to say how you're doing. Interesting. You should have got up early and done some Switch fitness boxing. It's clearly the way to start your day. Or be like me and get yourself stung on some nettles and get something in your eye. It's a good way to start. Oh, so we've got a branching path thing here. So in this direction we will get new powers, and in this direction we'll get new powers, but this is magic and this is steel. Again, a unit, again, so there are different kind of factions, it seems. Hellhorned or Awoken. I think I'm gonna go this way. My word. I don't like the art in this game. I don't. So this is really interesting if you've never done deck builders, or you've never played something like... Oh, hush. Hush. You've never done something like Magic the Gathering. Removing cards from your deck tends to be something that's expensive, and Slay the Spire is something that you get kind of rare opportunities to do, and people who are new to these games often think, why would I want to remove cards? Really, the objective of the game is to get more cards, so why would I want to get rid of them? You're building... I'm going to turn this down a little bit. You're building an engine, basically. You're building something that is... Like the 17 cards in my deck right now. I seem to be drawing... Was it 4 or 5 per turn? 5 per turn. When I draw all of the cards, I'll run out of cards and take the cards in my discard pile, shuffle them up and start drawing them again. So in this, I have 1 single Hornbreaker Prince and 1 single Welder Helper. When I play them, I will have to, if I play this Hornbreaker Prince, I have to get through 16 cards before I get him back. So this card, Sting, is my only way to draw more cards. If I want to consistently have that, I need to have a high ratio of those in my overall deck size, if that makes sense. So at the moment, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 healing cards in a deck of 17 cards. So that's my probability of drawing a healing card. By removing cards that I don't like, I'm thinning the deck and increasing the probability of getting cards that I do like. So it's quite good, and that's why it's expensive. Money, I have 100. I don't know how you get money. I saw that you could skip getting rewards to get money, but I wonder if there's another way. Let's see. These are upgrades to cards? That's interesting. That seems mental. I could do that on my... Wait, why can't I upgrade my demon? Interesting. Upgrade a unit with plus 10. Why doesn't he count? Because he's a champion, maybe? Okay. That makes it a little bit more tricky because he's obviously the really good choice there. I don't really want to take one of my stock guys. You're really annoying me. Please stop. Okay, well, we could make him a bit of a monster. Let's do that because it's funny. Yes. Ooh. Was that always 95 or did that up? Is it slots on the left side of the card? Yeah, I noticed that too when I was looking at him. So yeah, okay, so that's your upgrades. The things I just gave him are permanent upgrades to that card. Now, these ones don't show slots. The slots only seem to show up. That's not the reason why. You notice these have got a kind of grey outer part, and this has got a gold one, and it's a champion. I wonder if these are special cards which you can't upgrade. I've got 60 left. I could remove a card. But it's quite early to do this, but I am going to do it, and I'm going to remove... I'm going to remove a torch. Although it's direct damage, not a lot. I think I'm going to get better cards than that. Might have been a mistake. Oh my word. Okay, so resolve triggers after the combat. Gains armor. Yeah, so David, that's kind of what I meant. I think the cards don't show you the upgrade slots, but when you're in the shop they do. But my point was that I think that's not the reason why I couldn't upgrade the Prince. I think the Prince is maybe just a card that you can't upgrade. But this one's interesting because after combat they'll gain armor 5, so that would be cumulative, I guess. So if I kept them at the back and they didn't receive damage every combat, they'd get tougher and tougher and tougher. So I think that's why they're not as brilliant a card as this one. Another interesting thing is I think I only had 3 Ember per turn, so I can't actually afford to cast this one. I don't know how you get more Ember. So while that, you know, I look at that and I'm like, wow, that's a beast. I can't actually afford to cast it. So let's take the steal. Interesting, so when you attack these, you'll take damage. So I probably shouldn't have got rid of that direct damage. See how it goes. Okay. Spikes is generally what it's called in these games when you take damage. That way. 25 damage before losing health. 25 armor. We can see armor on the card now, but only 5. Okay, and we can only do 2 direct. And the Conduit Redirector gives spikes to other creatures, so I think 1 health versus 5 health. Let's get rid of that one first. I always take the stance in these games that it's better to get rid of a creature before you... Like, you might want to get rid of a big one, but it's better to get rid of a single creature than just do damage to one of many. David, yeah, you might be right. It might be that if I don't use up all my mana, I do keep some of it the next turn. You can see next to the mana down here, there's a +3 as well, so I imagine there'll be card effects that will be like next turn you can get more. Nick, yeah, you should totally get Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is really good. Get it on the Switch. It's a really good, fun Switch game. I think my choice here is going to be... How about previews are now enabled? Where's this red X? Oh, so this creature actually does no damage. Interesting. Now we're in an interesting position. So for a minute I was thinking, should I put the Steelworker up on this other floor where they can just gain more armor when they're not in combat, but because they're not going to be in combat, I assume combat only affects the floor when there are creatures on the floor. We've got 1 ember left. We could leave it and see what will happen next turn, or we could add a creature up here. I think it's worth just adding a creature up there. Now, I wonder... No, never mind. Right, we've got a bit of a predicament here. Yeah, no, it's a fair point. I do wonder what happens when a creature with 0 attack gets all the way up to the Ember. Because the Ember gets attacked to die, but... Okay, so let's think about this. We've got 1 direct damage, which... I think I'm gonna kill this one. 22 damage coming, which will not kill this one, but that's fine, we got a couple of turn. Even if we stack this 5 damage onto it, this one won't die. I'm still tempted to do it, because I want the extra draw next turn as well. And the restore's not going to do anything because my creatures are on full health, but it will give me regen 1. In the meantime, let's get another. We don't have any better creatures than this. And that regen 1 would help there. Okay, so this is interesting because we can put, like I said, we were going to get to 4 or 5. We can pop the Welder Helper behind them to give this one more armor, and that's handy. And we can nuke her with this. We could actually nuke this one, but I think that's fine. Why did no creatures appear here, though? Let's see how this goes. So, kill him. Oh, not quite. Ooh. So probably the smart thing to do would have actually been to put the imp down here and give him armor. I missed that, and that was really dumb. Isn't it relentless? Yes. But the thing to do right now is to kill this. And then do that. Right, so let's do this. This is brutal. This is not going to go well for me. Both of these are going to die, but he's going to take 6. The restore is kind of pointless, I think. Restore will give me, what, maybe 1 extra point of damage there? All that armor is really handy because it's going to take quite a while. So the direct damage is useful because it skips armor, just goes straight over that armor. But we're winning this fight. Yeah, you're not even going to get through that armor. Gave the enemy like 10 attack. This game's kind of cool. Another welder helper. I like that. Enjoyed having that as well. 25 health, you draw for 2 mana. At the moment, I think my mana's not very high. I'm saying mana. What do they call it in this game? I'd like to now thin again, I think. We're going this direction. We'll get more of those, but we've not got a huge amount of money. We'll get some power. Well, I haven't taken any power health, so that seems like the poor choice compared to going in this direction. We get this either way, I think. I'd like an artifact, because I don't know what an artifact is. I'm not sure whether an artifact is something that affects the game constantly, or something that you bring out as a card. It's not got a casting cost or anything, so... That's interesting. X cards spend all of your remaining Ember. So in Magic the Gathering, when a card has an X in it, you choose how much you're going to spend. So that's interesting. I think I'm definitely going to get that one. That lives up here. Slay the Spires like that. You have things that change, like modifiers that change the entire game. So. Which one comes first? Should have read that. So I can get myself 1 copy of a card or 5 copies of a card. Oh, sorry, David. What did you say? It looks like it would be always be better to have more units on the floor to decrease the frequency of the enemy attacks. Yes, I guess. Do I want 5 copies of a card, or do I want a single copy of a card? So again, it's not always good to have 5 copies of a card because you're oversaturating your deck and making it harder to draw something. If you had 1 creature that was awesome, you might want that. So like these seem fairly brutal because obviously if I had a couple of those on a floor, you're getting stronger every turn. They're not doing huge damage. And then I'd have a lot of cards in my deck. I don't think I want to do that. I think I maybe just want 1 copy. So I don't really understand what per stack means here. I don't. I'm gonna get out. Now I'd really like to start moving those really basic creatures and replacing them with the better creatures. Heavy armored creations protect the ex-professor in his quest to see. The flavor's kind of boring. Okay. I don't really understand this. Constructed explosives. I guess that's a card that they're going to play or something. Find out. Ooh. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. So we have the boss here, and if the floor was clear, we could attack them on that floor. And I guess the boss is just going to move between floors. I wonder if that includes this one or not. The bosses cause this to spawn, which has got 1 health, so it could be just easily destroyed with direct damage. Say it had a shield though. Nullify the next source of damage, right? So you'd have to hit it twice. On turn, triggers on this unit's turn despawn and deal 10 damage to them. Okay. So it just blows up and it does 10 damage. So if there's nobody on that floor right now, it's going to do nothing. This is a priest, so the priest needs to die. Archer and one of those. We've got no direct damage. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go front line and I think we will not do it here. We'll do it up here just to get some. And then we'll do a restore 1. Well, let's learn about. Let's think about this. Not a lot we can do on this floor. We need to deal with these ones as well. I could kill both of them quite easily. Or I could just let this one go up and die to that. Put something on this floor to kill one of them. And then get the armor back. I'm gonna have to hit that with both bombs to destroy it. That may be worth it. I still don't know what that incant meant. Oh, +1 strength, okay. But they're still gonna survive. So this is the point where healing would be useful. Kind of relentless, isn't it? Start at the bottom. Gonna die. probably nothing I can do to stop. Do damage. Well, I could. Because they attack first, he dies, does no damage. I could heal him. If I healed him, 12 plus 12 for 24 is not killing, but it's... That's interesting. This one, I think I should kill... Does that? I guess this one goes first. I did hope it could. I don't think I'll survive this. A little bit of damage to the boss. Bombs are enough. Oh wait. I think I was wrong earlier when I said that they wouldn't receive the buffs if they didn't participate in a fight. It looked like the combat happens to all floors regardless. So you're taking 10 damage no matter what I do. I'm not dying. You're dying, you're not dying. Deal with this. Nobody's taking any health then. Armor damage. Here we go. Yeah, good to know. So in a situation like that where this one was doing 14 damage, the creature only had 3, but the extra damage doesn't go through. I'm in quite a good situation here because that's a lot of damage, but all of them are dying because of Relentless. Not great. What can we do? This one we need 12 damage to 14 so we can kill. Dead. find some of those. I was hoping the damage dealt would drop. Whether or not it's gonna make any effect whatsoever. Let's see. So this could be wave based, where there were waves of enemies for me to build up some defenses. First roll. Now he's dead. How are you feeling about this game? Is this entertaining enough? Should I switch to something else? What do you think? Got a tweet from Edinburgh Children's Hospital Charity. You guys are amazing. We're enormously grateful for all your support. You got this. It's pretty awesome. Let's see for a second. I've got a browser open. Give me a second. So you can see here that the entire campaign for SavePoint for Edinburgh Children's Hospital Charity has raised £7,607 so far. Awesome. There are loads of really cool groups doing it. Where are they? This is a family in Edinburgh who are working hard. A couple of kids doing it by themselves, and that's amazing. Raising £435 by yourself is incredible. I mean, we've raised a lot, but that's because there are like a ton of us on this team doing it. Amazing, these people doing it by themselves. This is a podcast in Glasgow, I think, who are doing live streams. They were streaming. I tuned in at like 7 or 8 o'clock this morning, and they were tuning Silent Hill. Amazing. Yeah, they were just streaming Silent Hill. Yeah, so we've got £2,572 so far. That's absolutely incredible. 57 donations. Well done. None during me playing, I've noticed. Right. Where did we get to? Yeah, so let me know if you're bored of this. If you're bored of this game, I'll play something else. I've got 30 minutes left before I stop, so if you want me to play something else, let me know. Spikes would be nice. Restore friendly units. So it's just on one floor. Messages everywhere right now. Everybody's waking up. A deal damage to front enemy unit equal 15 times the number of imp units in your deck. I've got 2, I think. gonna do that. Oh, it's cool. It actually says 30 damage there. It actually works it all out. Restore friendly units to full health on one floor, or enhance unit with 10 health and apply spikes. I think. Oh, that one's 3 cost though, which is all I have. I don't know about this one. This is a glass cannon, 30 attack with 4 health. But in my deck at the moment, it's a bit of an armor deck, so I could combo him with something else, but only if I draw them at the same time or if they survive. This is interesting. 3 damage to all enemy units. Well, 3 damage isn't enough to make that worthwhile, I think, but if I was a deck that boosted attack, it could be really interesting. And this one, 10 and 5, rage 4, and every time it kills, it has more. I think I don't want any of these. Let's get the glass cannon. Enchantment. So why is this different to an artifact? That gets me the more casting. Draw 1 +1 pip. So the choice we have here is: do we want to be able to cast more every turn? Do we want to be able to draw more every turn? Do we want to be able to have more units on each floor? Interestingly, that probably would have affected my decision earlier. With the imps, I'm pretty good with 5 pips. Morning, Gordon. How are you doing? New spell. I don't think I care about those. I think I do want that. Definitely gotta be this. Remove up to 2. I'm gonna remove the trench steward. Now, that might seem drastic, as I'm removing fairly strong creatures, but I'm just increasing my chances of getting the other ones back. Although now I say it. While they're in play, the card isn't in the deck. Duplicate any card except your champion. Now it's almost tempting to duplicate another steelworker. I also wonder if I duplicate this, do I get its buffs? We'll use this as an excuse to find out. We did. That's interesting. Okay, that's 1 casting, 5 attack, 5 health, gain 60 max health. What does that mean? I mean the creature gains it? Yeah, this is Monster Train, Gordon. It's very much like Slay the Spire. Or does it mean my fire goes up? I also don't understand this, right? It says multi-strike. Oh, I see. Multi-strike 2 means an additional. I was thinking, why is it 3 times 3? But it's because it's 2 additional attacks, so it's 3 total attacks. I don't think that's good. This one's interesting. Don't understand this. Like, when it's summoned, gain 60 max health triggers. What gains the health? Creature surely doesn't gain the health. Do I gain the health? In which case, does it mean the player health? I feel like I'm going to take neither of these. Probably a mistake. Okay, so we've got two choices here. This one would give me armor 15, multi-strike 2. That'd be 15 armor. I'd be attacking 3 times. Now, one of the interesting things about multi-strike, I said earlier that when you have a high damage output and you're attacking a creature with low health, the damage doesn't go over to the next creature, but multi-strike probably does. The first attack probably kills the first one, the second one goes on to the second creature, and so on, so that's probably quite good. Hornbreaker Prince, armor 10, multi-strike 1. Gain Slay, gain armor 10, Revenge. Rage. So Gordon, I don't know, because I don't know what your health referred to. So basically at the top level of your train you have this pyre, and if that's damaged you, it's the end of the game, so I wonder if it's talking about that. But anyway, I didn't take it. Drop down to almost no viewers. I think people aren't necessarily enjoying Monster Train. I'm sorry. But it's too late to change games now, I think. I did think about playing some Hades, and then that would free me up this evening to play some Prey instead of playing Hades, but I've only got 23 minutes of the stream left. Well, you can decide, Gordon. Do you want to watch more Monster Train, or do you want to watch Hades? You tell me. I feel like this is probably the better choice. No, I feel like this is. You go and you tell me if you want to watch more of this or the other game for 22 minutes or thereabouts. If you don't mind, I'll just stick to this. Undergo trials for greater risk and reward. Activating the trial will make this battle go even more difficult. But you learn it. Okay. Let's see. Right, so I can either fight these guys normally. I can either fight these guys normally, or make it harder. I'm just gonna fight them normally. Sorry, I heard my baby waking up. So I think this damage is direct. I think it goes through armor. So I think if I did that twice, it would actually kill this. Here's after combat. Add a weight of contrition card to the top of your draw pile. Kind of want to know what that is. but I also don't. Let's go. Ooh. That's not, the sting isn't the same as direct damage. But it is free, so. Okay, we can play everything this turn. And now we still have 2 Ember left, so I do wonder if that will carry on to next turn or not. Let's find out. If I can kill this turn, then I will get 75 money. Right, so by not killing that creature, this card went in. I can play it, and it will remove it from my deck, but if I don't, my pyre will take damage. That's really interesting. That's brutal. 75 health. I'm going to take 53 health this turn. But all my guys will be fine here. I think we should try and work it into kill this. 3 damage. I do 2 directly. Oh, my baby's awake. Hello. Hello. What a sleepy baby. She's teething really badly at the moment. So she's just been asleep for 40 minutes, which is not a long nap. Right. You can kill that. Come in handy for later. I'd like to get rid of that. There's no space on this floor for that one. Let's put it there. And let's get this one, we get that Weight of Contrition card unless I kill it, so I'd quite like to kill this. Again, this is going to be very difficult to kill this person. I can't put any more creatures here. I can do 2 more damage, that's not enough for it to matter. I should heal this one if I can. On this floor, dead and 1 damage. So maybe I should just kill that one straight off. Dead, that's 5 armor, that's fine. Wow, I could put that in there and give it's just so much armor. And then it's doing brutal damage. I think that's a good idea. And then we've got 2 health. We could put a Train Steward up there, or we could try and... So this won't die. I will get another one of those cards, but I think I'm kind of fine. Pretty certain that this demon came out into play 5 health. I don't understand why it's going down to 4 unless I missed some ability. I want rid of it. What's happening up here? You're gonna die, you're gonna die. That's fine. Don't need to worry. On this floor, you won't die. You won't die. no creatures on. Right, so well, let's just desolate that. And then let's bring in a creature up here. Is there anyone that needs health? Play that just so it gets us the one draw. We're done. So Sean, are you still around? Since the baby's awake, I probably won't overrun. I'll probably stop at 11. Let me know if you're going to be ready to take over at 11. They get to the top, can they attack you directly? Yeah, Gordon, so what happens is we fight down here, they go through this door, they come up to this floor, then we fight here, and so on until they get to this top level, when they just fight this. Now this can defend itself a bit, but if they can kill it, it's the end of the game. It's like a tower defense game. So this is the boss, and it has this ability called Relentless, which means it's going to continue to fight me. So as soon as I click end turn, this floor will resolve itself until that happens, until it's done. So you can see here, I'm going to do 256 damage of 300 to this creature, so I won't kill the boss. All three of these creatures will die and this floor will be destroyed, and neither of these two will get hurt. And I will gain 2 Weight of Contrition cards. So then next turn, the same thing will happen up on this floor. That's going to be a rough one. So the real fight's going to happen up here. Now, problematically, I can't fit either of these creatures on this floor, and I can't add any creatures to this floor. So, I think what I need to do is I need to do some damage. Creatures anywhere, that is unfortunate. Because I put 2 imps on that floor. Stupid. If I give some restores and regen to this creature, it might survive a bit longer. Kill the boss. These ones die too. Let's see what I can do here. I really don't want to take any damage. Kill them. Let's see how this goes. Oh, maybe that's not it. Let's kill the other one. Well, 10 minutes left of this stream. Thank you so much for everybody who was watching. No donations, so I don't get to test my donation sound, but we've done so well. £2,572.80 already. Really good. Really good. More tweets. Nice. Got a few people liking that tweet. That's really good. Yeah, so still lots of cool donations that came in. Super cool. Let's see, what can we pick? We've got 10 minutes left, 9 minutes left. We can do another game, another fight. Deal damage to the front enemy equal to 4 times the number of armor and friendly units. That's quite good for this deck because we've got a lot of armor. Rage 6 and vent, don't like that. I'm gonna do that. Alright, just a 3 cost. Stupid. Really dumb. Maybe good in the boss fight. But then you gotta draw it. Stupid. Quite like that. I feel like I've just kind of messed up my deck. Remove 2 cards. Okay. Duplicate any card, well that's still quite good. 25 coins and restore health. I'd like to duplicate it, but that side is just not worth it, so that's remove 2 cards from the deck. I think we're going to remove... Let's see, on each floor, so we have 3 floors where we can fit 5 pips. In a perfect world, we have one of these on each. And then 2 other things. So we've got 1, 2 on one floor, 1, 2 on one floor, 2 on one floor. So we don't actually have enough creatures to do that and still be powerful. I think we're going to actually get rid of a couple of these restores because they're not very good. Cave of 1,000 Eyes seems to awaken as you grow near. From deep within a voice emerges. Relinquish your life or your wealth and you may be rewarded if you're deemed worthy. If we offer wealth, we've got a 10% chance. If we offer life, 10% chance. Well, got the coins. Wing clipping. And we don't have any consume cards, so we're just gonna skip it. Spell to cost 1 less. Freedom spell to get. Oh, well, let's do that straight away to get that one down. And magic power, I mean. A bit like that. Do it to have one really good heal card, or I could do it with one of the sting. Or I could make him good.
Thanks for the cheese.
Oh, Haley. Gordon, I feel like you asked Haley to donate because you pitied me that I was going to go through my stream not having a donation. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you, Haley. And at least now I know my stream is going to work. But this will be the last one, and then I'll be off, and Sean will be taking over. Let's see. We're not going to make it harder. Stealth, not a target in combat. So that's interesting. So if I was to put things on this floor, they wouldn't fight these. We were actually going to start. I had to use a scroll. Didn't realise. I mean, I can't hit these guys at all. Okay, so direct damage still affects them. These two are both pretty. I feel like we'll start from the top though. Oh, I should chat. Enjoying the stream, Aaron. Oh, thanks, Billy. £2,599.35. We're so close to 2,600. So close. Right, what's gonna happen on this floor? You're gonna die, and you're gonna... Wait, what? Ooh, you're gonna gain 10 armor but take no damage. Interesting. Right, let's kill a couple of these. And then let's add another one of these. And one of these. Let's see how this plays out. Gordon, you're saying you didn't ask Kaylee to donate, you did it over her own back. That's lovely, Kaylee. But Gordon, you should have asked. I feel like you're letting the side down there. I'm joking. You both did tremendous. We've got two things here that are going to do huge damage. Didn't kill that? But annoyingly, this does it to the front enemy. I don't want to kill that one, I want to kill that one. Well, let's just kill that one. Didn't go the way I wanted. See how quickly that came back around because the deck is much slimmer now. And then we'll do that to get this one draw next turn. And then none of these floor plays. Definitely can't do anything. I don't know, Gordon. I don't know if there's I don't know if there's a number of like rounds that enemies definitely appear before the boss. I haven't quite worked that out. Okay, wow. So he's got Relentless, so it's going to keep going. We can do some stuff here though. Only going to take 32 damage with 500 health, but we've got... Let's kill these. Deal with them. And let's enhance somebody. the Titans. I don't actually know what Revenge of the Titans is. This isn't great, is it? I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, there's a hard thing in it for this, but after monster seems a lot. It aspires a lot. When John is going, spending baby or sleeping baby. Sleeping Baby, the Switch, and Slay the Spire were fantastic. Oh, so close to killing it. Oh, no, I did kill it. The imp did it. The imp did it. An imp victory. Oh, that's good. 100 damage to friendly and enemy units. That's brutal. Piercing, I think, probably goes through armor. Yeah, so that's a wipe effectively. I think that kills everything. That seemed really good in this deck. Draw +3 next turn. Apply spikes for. Apply rooted one. I think I'm going to skip all of those. Okay, so that's me. That was a lot of fun. I don't know whether I'd say this or Slay the Spire are more fun. I think Slay the Spire is a bit more simple. It's a bit more... What would I call it? Slay the Spire is kind of really straightforward. The art's a lot of fun. The way the runs work are very simplistic. You'll get it really quick. Yeah, you should get Slay the Spire, but this is fun too, and this is only just out. So see if you can get Slay the Spire for a good price. Okay, folks, you've been awesome. Thank you for keeping me company. Sorry, just looking at my stream deck to work out what button to press next. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and play with the baby. I'm gonna hand over to Sean, who's gonna stream some Revenge of the Titans. I'll be back tonight. I'm aiming to start at 8 p.m. But I will come on once the baby's asleep, so it might be like 7:30. Baby sleep time is 7:30, but doesn't mean she's always gonna play ball. But I'll be on at some point between 7:30 and 8. I'm gonna play some, I think, Hades. And I think some, we'll see how I get on. It'll either be Hades or it'll be Prey. We'll see whether I decide to slash or shoot. We'll see. Thank you very much, folks. Enjoy the rest of the stream today, and thank you very much, Kaylee, for your donation.